Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release a legacy video every Friday. Hello everyone, Martin here, back with a bit of a bonus video. I have the house to myself. My wife took the kids away for the weekend with her parents. So I am having the summer of George in my apartment right now, just me and my dog. And I thought I would take the opportunity to play in a challenge. This is the Saturday challenge. So this takes place at 1 p.m. My time, which you might say is a pretty generous time slot. But when you have young kids, it's not that easy to necessarily rip out a Saturday afternoon to do me things. So, but I do now, and I am going to in celebration of this deck list that the video I released with it seemed to garner some positive feedback. I thought I would play this list. If I was going super hardcore, like wanted to play in a GP kind of thing, maybe I'll play something else. I'm not sure. I don't think I have tested this list thoroughly enough, but there does seem to be some play to it, and it is a lot of fun. It's potentially some of the most fun Legacy I have played in a while. Since the last video, I decided to add a copy of Dream Halls just because, like, with Soul Rings and Dark Rituals and whatnot, this is eminently castable and it's very good with Mind Desire. Less so with Emrakul, but so like if you ritual out a Dream Halls and what's left in your hand is like a Mind Desire and a Lorn Revealed, you get to Mind Desire basically, which is great. Um, I I can't remember what was in last the list that was in the last video, but I've cut the Cabal Ritual that I was always boarding out anyways. Um, I decided, or I considered, a third Ancient Tomb, but ultimately I decided that two was fine because, like, the Dark Rituals, like basic Island, basic Swamp, Dark Ritual, cast Show and Tell. Obviously that requires one more component than if it was basic Island but plus Ancient Tomb. But just to say that, like, there are more ways to cheat the mana, so maybe it's fine having just two here. The sideboard, I'm not really sure. The card that has given me the most problems has actually in leagues has been Lavinia, and Lavinia always comes out of blue decks, so there aren't really like any. You're gonna need to remove a creature that where its controller can have counter spells, and so I thought about Sudden Edict. So I'm trying that. What else? Yeah, a couple of Bowmasters. I thought that might be good as a little bit of a something else to for them to have to pay attention to. But okay, I see that the challenge has started, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into that. Okay, on the play for round number one, and I am going to keep this. This is like a sometime down the road Mind's Desire. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. All right, opponent mulligans to 6. I'm debating whether or not I'm supposed to turn one Thoughtseize or turn one Delta into Surveilland. My opponent, looking at Goldfish, is a Death and Taxes gamer, so I think I actually am okay holding off with the Thoughtseize for now. There's a world where, like, we surveil a pedal to the top and then no, I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay, this doesn't seem like Death and Taxes. Watery Grave. Uh-oh. Stalactite Stalker. Please no grief. Please no grief. No grief. Oh, I almost clicked through their turn here. Alright. Seeing as our hand isn't really that well set up to play through Wasteland, I'm gonna... Or like... oh, bummer. Yeah, that's awkward. I don't want to draw this, but I also would have preferred not to show my opponent what I was doing. But yeah, that's I think that's a not talked about. It's especially weird here with Emrakul because we shuffle and everything, but it doesn't really matter. Like, there are times, like if I was playing Doomsday and imagine my hand was like two Doomsdays and I get this, I have to basically put Doomsday into the graveyard, showing my opponent that I'm on Doomsday. So the information you reveal is it's not nothing. I would love another ritual here. I guess I will take a Force of Will. I think I still hold off with the Thoughtseize, just because the Mind's Desire kind of incentivizes us to have one big turn. That Force of Will was actually a pretty poor draw. Mind's Desire is the one combo part of our deck that can kind of just play through. Guess you'd probably take the Dark Ritual here or the Mind's Desire. I don't know. It is between those two cards that I would be looking. Oh god, I'm just so tired of this grief shit. Well, maybe if they at least cannot follow it up. It's interesting, I don't see many Stalactite Stalkers anymore. And I think it is mostly been found wanting a little bit. I'm not sure. Okay. We drew Brainstorm, so I'm gonna Thoughtseize here. If they have Bowmasters, then at least I can Brainstorm like ahead of it. Or I guess I could have Brainstorm right now. So I guess this is Death Shadow with all these Watery Graves. Okay, I'm gonna Brainstorm. This is a lot of tension here because of Daze as well. They know I have Force of Will. There's a huge pause here, which makes me think they have the Daze. Okay. Okay, so Daze happens. And I'm gonna force this Bowmasters. I'm gonna pitch the Lorien. It's a close shave though. If they have second Daze here, I'm gonna just vomit all over the place. Okay, they have a Ponder. I'm gonna play this and pass. We're both left with almost nothing, but they have a 3/3, so not really. And they drew a Delta. Interesting. I guess they want... That's weird that they wouldn't prioritize keeping up the hidden information. Okay, I would love a cantrip now. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm just not thinking. Of course, that grows their Stalker. And they get to grow it again. It's a 5/5, so now I can't even tap my City of Trader. Sorry, Ancient Tomb. Oof. Yeah, I was gonna say that I feel like this has sort of been found wanting. Like there was a lot of interest in it right when it came out, and then not so much since then. But it's certainly beating me up right now. All right, so we take 5. So how do we win from here? I guess we probably don't. It probably involves casting a Brainstorm or drawing a Brainstorm. But we can't tap the Ancient Tomb. Well, doesn't matter. All right. I'm not sure how deep into the Reanimator plan they are. We didn't see any animation spells. And the Stalker makes me think they're not, like they aren't Rescaminator, so they probably don't play in tombs and stuff. I think I want the Duresses and maybe like some creature removal of some sort. We want our own Bowmasters to kill their Bowmasters. I think one of the benefits of this deck is that it doesn't lean that heavily into drawing cards because Atraxa has replaced Griselbrand. Can I really find 6 cards to remove here is the question. I think it's okay cutting one of these big sorcery dudes. I think the Mind's Desire part is the weaker of the two combo components versus this type of deck. I don't know. Maybe Bowmasters is just too cute. The problem with starting like with shaving Mind's Desires is that once you shave one, you make the remaining 3 worse and so on, and it's sort of an accumulation of inefficiency. Maybe I actually want to cut some forces. Crazy as that may sound, but I am bringing in more like two duress, and I think I will need my resources. Yeah, I'll cut the third force too. This is we're testing here in the challenge. Okie dokie. Let's hope for a good one. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's a show and tell away from greatness, but it is currently not great. And I'm gonna underground see Thoughtseize. Potentially see like maybe I'll take a grief if they have one. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the force of will and then just let them do what they want to do. Um, and then we have dress for the second force because like we have to resolve this. We have to resolve this like a show and tell at some point. I'm gonna fetch survey land. They're gonna go Delta Stalker, I'm guessing. Street Wraith. Okay, yeah. Must be Shadow, huh? Alright, Stalker, and it grows because of Street Wraith. Yep. Oh, no. Again, I almost just clicked through here. Saved by the Stalactite Stalker's trigger. Okay, this feels very reminiscent of the previous game. I don't need another... Yep, I guess I will pass. They're gonna keep open Bowmasters now, or I guess maybe play it into the mana? I'm not sure. Fetching, I'm guessing just to grow the Stalker. Yeah. Come on, show and tell one time. Ponder. I'll play the Ponder. Like, we are either going to win big or lose in a couple of turns. I don't think we can afford to just sit on Ponders being afraid of Bowmasters. Oh, I was just like, for a second I thought I was Thoughtseize and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, this is no bueno. Let's shuffle. Yeah, I mean, we are heading for a fast exit here. Alright, they don't shuffle. Wait, so right now the thing has not grown, right? They haven't put a permanent into their graveyard. Is this Murktide? It is. Okay, that means 7, 8, 11 damage. So that means I'm dead next turn. Alright, I'm gonna fetch and I'm gonna thin with Lauren revealed because everything counts right now. We need to find show and tell. Like right now. A cantrip could let us, I think, with the mana. They're pausing here. I don't know if they have surgical and they're thinking about like surgicaling something. In that case, you probably want to wait until my draw step. Yep, that ain't it. Alright, GG's. Alright, on the draw for round 2, I'm going to keep this one lander with a Ponder. We're up against McWindsauce, a username that rings a bell, but I can't place them. But yeah, let's see. They're on a Yorion strategy, and we are both keeping 7. I'm gonna lead with a Ponder here. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep all these. Let's draw the Ancient Tomb and then Ponder. End of turn, they fetch probably a Surveil land. Yep. Thundering Falls, okay. And they didn't want more lands. Okay. Savannah and... Sure. Uh-oh. So this is a Beanstalk deck with white. So show and tell is a little bit of a not so amazing proposition here. Maybe that means we want the Mind's Desire. Oh, Dream Halls. Oh, actually, now this hand is coming together. How about that? Okay, so let's take. Yeah, no, this is all amazing. Um, let's take the draw the Dark Ritual. I think we want all of these cards, so I'm gonna play Undercity Sewers. I'm not gonna put Dream Halls into the graveyard. So the question is, no, I think we have to play out the Ancient Tomb here. It kind of shows our hand a bit. So next turn, I'm going to lead off with a Dark Ritual, then a Lotus Petal, and then Thoughtseize, I think. Or maybe just Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize. We basically, we can Force and Thoughtseize. So we have two pieces of Disruption. And Storm will be 1, 2, 3, 4 by the time we put Dream Halls on the stack, unless they do something as well. Obviously, like Veil of Summer on the Thoughtseize is probably the nightmare. No Wasteland, so that's good. All right. Now they are incentivized to Force of Will because of Beanstalk, but looks like they aren't doing that. Okay. Thoughtseize. Please don't Veil of Summer me. Be kind of surprised if they were running Mayday Veils, but maybe, like, it's a year-round deck. A lot of slots. Dress Down. Okay. Dress Down actually means that our win condition is a little bit vulnerable here. Okay, let's see. So they have nothing of importance here. I'm gonna they can cast the Bowmasters, which I guess is what I would least want them to do. But also, like, Swords to Plowshares can go. Yeah, let's throw away Swords to Plowshares. Okay, and now we can actually just cast the Omniscience too. So let's cast Omniscience by discarding this Force of Will. And then let's cast Mind's Desire. 7 copies. Alright. Let's not whiff, please. Thoughtseize, yeah. Land. Petal. Show and Tell. Another Omniscience. Lorn Reveal is nice. And a Brainstorm. I think I'm just going to cast the second Lorn Revealed. And I'll probably cast, or the second Omniscience, and then I'm going to cast Lorn Revealed. They can, okay, there's Atraxa. So let's cast these. We can just wait a turn with a stacked hand. Let's put back Dark Ritual and one of the lands. I guess we'll play this Delta here. And I think we cast a Ponder. Okay, let's shuffle these. Okay, let's cast the Petal. We can cast this Thoughtseize. Okay. I think I just take the Lorn Revealed, to be honest. So these two Atraxas hopefully are going to be good next turn. That Dress Down did show us, like, shut us off for one more turn. And they cast the Bowmasters, sure, to get their trigger. So what would I prefer to not happen here is like something that triggers Beanstalk. Like a Lauren revealed would be their best draw, I think. Okay. Dark Petition is also nice. I'm going to start off with Atraxa. They drew a Force of Will. So they get, I think I just force back here. Their hand is Plow, Sanders Lounge, and whatever they just drew, so it can't be another Force of Will. Okay, let's take a Mind's Desire and Atraxa. Okay, they concede to that. That's cool. All right, so 5-color beans. I want the Bosejus, and I want the... I don't know. Do I want a blue elemental blast? Are they gonna be? They are like they have red, so they could have red blasts. Um, I am worried about like hate bears, but they're also a deck with I think several creatures, or at least bowmasters. So sudden edict is maybe a little bit weak. We could bring in Otawara, but like the problem with bounce spells is against stuff like that is once we like if we want to show and tell, if they already have her in play, Lavinia, and then we bounce her and then show and tell, she's going to be right back into play, which shuts off all like Mind's Desire and Omniscience. I think I'm going to try something like this. And I think I'll cut a couple of Lauren reveals, maybe all 3 actually. I'll cut 2 lands as well, as we're bringing in 2 lands. I guess I'll cut a Dark Petition. I don't know, like, maybe that's wrong. Like, cutting 3 Lorians also shuts off, like, a lot of action out of Mind's Desire. This is a mulligan, unfortunately. I'll keep this. And I will bottom, I think, a Ponder. And our opponent kept 7. I think I might just lead off with Boseiju. Put them on notice. But us having neither A nor B part of the combo maybe means I shouldn't do that. I think, yeah, I'm actually gonna Thoughtseize. Pyroblast, Ponder. And they shuffled on that Ponder as well. I get a Brainstorm. Okay, I'm gonna play Delta Go. And I think maybe I Brainstorm right now. Okay. You can get rid of the Force and the second Brainstorm. Yeah. And they liked what was on top of their deck. Misty Rainforest, okay. Knew about that one. Or was that the one I forgot before? I'm not sure. Alright, let's get our own Surveil land. Give me that show and tell. No. Force will into the graveyard. We draw one anyway. Okay, I'm gonna ponder here, see if they wanna do the thing. They don't. I don't need more Omniscience. Let's shuffle. Get a Dark Ritual anyway, because that's how Magic Online works. Alright. Whenever you're the control player and the show and tell player puts Boseiju, who shelters all, into play, it's never nice. Okay, end of turn. Some actions happening. Nope, just some more Surveil action. And they put Flooded Strand from the top of their deck into their graveyard. That thing, okay. Interesting list. I think I'm actually going to dress. I would like to resolve this brainstorm maybe next turn. Oh, is this Veil of Summer? I don't know. Not sure about this. I'm going to brainstorm in response. I think I'm maybe just supposed to let this resolve. So they have their Pyroblast plus a new card. I don't get to Flash and Bowmasters to stop or at least disincentivize them from using their Fable, the Chapter 2 part, but lands into the graveyard. They put Yorion in hand. Fair enough. Okay, I think I'm going to try and see if we can get some action out of this Bowmasters, which they have not seen yet at all. I guess I could also hold on to the Bowmasters and then see if I could get lucky and draw like a Dark Ritual. Because then I have 4 mana, 6, 8 mana. I could like Ritual, Bowmasters, then Mind's Desire. But that is a bit of a tall order. Lots of mana being tapped here. Yorion. What do you get out of this? Oh, I guess the Fable is still the physical card, the Fable, if you flip it. I am going to hold on to the Bowmasters for potential storm in case I do luck sack into another Dark Ritual. Okay, so a couple of things. We Dark Ritual, and then we Bowmasters, I think. No, let's just Dark Ritual, and then Show and Tell. And then it will be a question of getting as many spells on the stack as possible. They have the Pyroblast, so they can just Pyroblast the Omniscience, so we have to... I think we actually want to cast Bowmasters now for the extra storm, because we don't want to do that in response to their Pyroblast, because like we want like basically we have to hope that whatever they put into play doesn't have a trigger, and so that we get to just put Mind's Desire on the stack immediately. It's still only for 4, but then we can at least Force of Will once. So we'll see. They could also just have Leyline Binding in hand. They have like really had a lot of great card selection. Leyline Binding, I'm ready to concede. It's Bowmasters. Okay. Bowmasters kills my Bowmasters. And now I think if you're them, you need to Pyroblast like right now, right? Because if I have Emrakul, yeah, okay. So if they have another like a Force of Will or another Pyroblast, they win, and if not, we get to do things. Yeah, Veil of Summer is quite the beating. How do we want to go about this? Yeah, Veil of Summer is just a nightmare. Maybe the Blue Elemental Blast is worth considering here. Maybe instead of the Sudden Edict. Yeah, let's try that. Oh boy. Is this something? I think this is a mulligan. Okay, let's keep this. Let's bottom the Brainstorm. And let's cast Ponder for lands and rituals. Or lands and petals. Or, you know, this. Alright, so next turn we can Dark Ritual, and then we can Thoughtseize and Show and Tell. Omniscience, Mind's Desire. And we basically lose if they have... Oh, fuck me, they had a Wasteland. That's That's the first. Well, I guess we're not doing anything for a while now. Ponder does not shuffle. Okay, I think maybe I do brainstorm here. So let's lose the omniscience and I guess Thoughtseize for now and ponder. I don't know. I feel this slipping away. Like I am gonna take this and then I'm gonna Thoughtseize them next turn, and then I'm gonna do my combo on the subsequent turn. But I'm not super hopeful. There's also a world where we just go for it in the blind right now. But yeah, that's not something I am super interested in. All right, Thoughtseize, double Force of Will, and Brainstorm. I don't know. Guess I take one of the forces. Oh, I'm supposed to play my land, but I forgot because Magic Online and me are not good friends. Okay, they play Flooded Strand and pass. I'm not gonna just show and tell to get them to Force of Will. I mean, they'll cantrip off it, so it's not even like a card disadvantage. All right, things are happening. Opponent is fetching, bringing back second Force of Will. I mean, our best draw right now is probably oof, that was good for them. I was gonna say my best draw is probably Boseiju, but even that I think is probably just gonna be too late. But let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Womp womp. All right, I think I'm gonna play on until I get my third loss, at which point I will probably stop recording. But let's see how that goes. Be back with round number 3. Okay, on the draw for round number 3, I'm going to keep this hand. This has a sort of straight line to a show and tell win, but we need to find one more land, like assuming the Lorn Revealed is a land. So I'm actually not going to ponder because I think ponder would mostly just be looking for lands, whereas this is a guaranteed land drop. But let's see what our opponents are on there on a Yorion strategy. Karakas, Aethermile. So yeah, I think we have to have like Savor Force of Will for this turn 2. Okay, they have Wasteland, so we're gonna cycle for a basic island. But that obviously means we are set back. Okay, now I will ponder here. There's a Dark Ritual. So I am going to take the Dark Ritual, and I think I was supposed to put Brainstorm second from top. So next turn we can Dark Ritual out the show and tell, but not if they have a relevant thing on 2. Like if they have Thalia, it's not so good. All right, let's see if they have. I mean, I think if they had Thalia, they would have put her in. So let's see. Might be that they have like Bowmasters or something. But this is Death and Taxes, right? So it's very realistic they could have something nasty to put in here. Okay, they had Solitude. I'm gonna cast Atraxa. Atraxa can get bounced by Karakas, but that's not really a thing. That's fine. We have to save Force of Will for, I think, another Solitude on Emrakul. Just grab second Force. We can grab a Show and Tell. Oh, sorry, Thoughtseize, Omniscience, Petal, Delta. Yeah, let's just Thoughtseize them. Or rather, not that I think it will matter, but I'm going to put in the second Omniscience. That's always sort of, I think, as quickly as you can, you should do that in most cases, just in case something happens. Okay, so they Vial here. I'm guessing it's Bowmasters. Oh, it's Line Sash, yeah, whatever. They have another Plow. We could like YOLO and take Mind's Desire, but I don't think we need to do that. Um, so maybe Otawara, maybe Sudden Edict, maybe Bowmasters. Bowmasters is like a 2 mana removal spell for Thalia. They also they likely also have Bowmasters, so it's also a removal spell for that. That's 5 cards. I think I board out some or all of my Thoughtseizes. Maybe a Lorien Revealed and a Lotus Petal. Um, her. No, I don't think we keep this, right? Opponent keeps 7. Like, this needs a lot of help to even just to put Omniscience into play, and then we don't have a follow-up. Yeah, I'll keep this. Bottom one of the Dark Petitions. Okay, we're getting Thoughtseized. Sure. We'll lose this Ponder most likely, which is sad. They took my Force of Will. That's interesting. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the Delta and then draw Ponder next turn. Caracas, okay. Is this Bowmasters? Okay. Makes my Ponder a little bit worse. I think I will shuffle the land from the top. Put another, or a swamp rather. So yeah, this is kind of neat, right? Okay, I mean, I'm gonna put Dream Halls into play next turn if I can, and get a trigger off of Atraxa and see where that takes us. We kind of need them to not discard anything from us for 1 turn, and also not put like a taxing effect into play. There's Wasteland. So this is a symmetrical card, Dream Halls. So they also get to play free spells. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Atraxa by discarding Sudden Edict. Let's see if they have any response. And if they can remove my Dream Halls, then that before Atraxa's trigger is done resolving, then that's really good for them. Oh, but would you look at this? We want Mind's Desire. We want Atraxa. We want Omniscience. We want Brainstorm. Or do we want Bowmasters over Atraxa? No, right? Snow-covered island. Okay, I'm gonna cast Omniscience by pitching. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna cast Dark Petition now. I'm gonna get Force of Will, I think. Oh, is this Opposition Agent? Okay. So they get to oppo me, and they can take my Emrakul, I guess, and exile it, and that just ends the game, I think. Oh wow. Oh wow. What a bummer. Let's see what gets exiled. It's funny because I was actually what they exiled Atraxa, really? Wow, I got away with one there. Because yeah, they still have to pay mana for this. They can't just like for the card in exile. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast them. Yeah, I think we got away with one there. And yeah, I was casting Dark Petition to get a Force of Will, basically. Okay. Well, here comes second Atraxa. Just show me Emrakul and the game is over. I'll keep this one. Huh? How about that? No, but I will take a Force, a second Mind's Desire, I guess an Otawara, so we can bounce the Boppo agent at some point. We just need a blue mana, which I think we do have, right? We haven't made our land drop. Okay, well, let's cast this and kill their bowmasters, and I'll cast Mind's Desire now. There's no need to remove the bowmasters or the oppo agent yet. Show and tell. Brainstorm, Marsh Flats, Dark Ritual, Delta, another Force, Borrower, so it's just petty theft. That was actually a little bit of a whiff here. Guess I'll cast a Brainstorm. There's Emrakul. Hey-oh! Get rid of that and one of these. Let's let's just cast the Emrakul, huh? All right, cool. We're on the board. We beat Death and Taxes. So, here's the thing. I think X2, there's like a theoretical chance, because this is a pretty low man tournament. This is like a 51 player tournament. There might be like one X2 that gets into top 8, but I think X2 is not, it's not impossible that you could get into top 16. I think it's actually pretty likely. So I'm gonna keep playing until I achieve my third loss. Achieve. All right. All right. Round number 4 on the play. Yeah. This is a mulligan. Oh no. So is this. Yeah. Okay. So I think I need to probably bottom both of the omnisciences and just hope to find a show and tell to then put Atraxa into play. Because show and telling in an omniscience with no Atraxa is no bueno. Alright. Gonna Marsh Flats go here. And then probably the old Surveil Land EOT thing. And our opponent kept... Oh, I guess they mulliganed to 6 as well, huh? Max... Fuck me. Okay. Think this means basic swamp time. And hope to just naturally draw a show and tell, or also like drawing Lorien revealed suddenly is also very good. Oh, that's also pretty good. Okay. Let's see here. Can they follow it up? Maybe like a chalice or something. That'd be kind of bad for me. So they're just swinging for 2. Chantel. Come on, Chantel. Okay, Omniscience. Brainstorm into Chantel or Lorien Revealed, please. Or none of them. Ooh. Okay. Okay, well, we have Force of Will now, which is something, but we're also Brainstorm locked, which is something else entirely. What's this? Stingerback Terror. Oh, they plotted it. Okay, so that means they can cast it for free next turn. Um, and gets minus for yeah, whatever. I'm gonna have to force of will that. I think we could actually pedal out and then Dark Ritual force of will. If we were to draw like Mind's Desire as the next card down, that'd be kind of cool. Broadside. That also has to that cannot happen. Okay, so looks like they'll be getting their big dude, but it won't be until next turn, giving us some time. Oh, never mind. I forgot how that worked. Uh-oh. Yeah, they don't have to pay for it because they already plotted. Draw my Dark Ritual here, and I can't even really complain about the, like, yeah, Magus of the Moon, but we had, like, we got the basics we wanted. Okay, so they're attacking for 6. So this is now or never. Do or die. Cantrip is a rebuy for a show and tell, which I don't even know if it's going to be good enough. Come on, then. Hey. Oh, wow. Sick. All right. So let's start casting some dark rituals. And I'm gonna Lotus Petal and show and tell. Put in Atraxa. Is this gonna be good enough? If they have Bombardiers, it's not gonna be good enough. They have another one of these. Okay. And give us something. So another show and tell. And Petal. Atraxa. Ancient Tomb. Force of Will, maybe? Yeah. So I don't think I'm supposed to show and tell second Atraxa, but I could be wrong. So maybe. So right now we have 6 mana. So if I go show and tell second Atraxa, I will have 1 blue and like 3 black. 1 blue, 3 black. And where does that leave us? So these have flying and trample. This has nothing. So if they alpha strike here, I gobble up one of these. Unless they at instant speed can get hellbent. I think it. I just eat it. I need to block one of these regardless. I think. Fable. Um. Yeah, I think Fable. So it's Atraxa versus the world. And I'm gaining 14 per turn cycle with Atraxa because of Vigilance and Lifelink. So it does feel like maybe this is going to be good enough, but we shall see. I might live to regret that, allowing that Fable to resolve. All right, here we go. Do they have an attack? They feel like they do not. Omniscience here is GG's, I think. I'll ponder first. There's Omniscience and Mind's Desire. Alright, cool. That should wrap things up here. Alright, Omniscience is in. Gonna second Atraxa. Gonna keep the one that's not summoning sick. And I am going to select Mind's Desire. Actually, hang on. No need for that. We can select Dark Petition and just get Emrakul. I guess Brainstorm, Atraxa, and I mean I have a spare Atraxa here. I am going to attack with her with the one of them right now. If they want to like double block here, they'll lose both theirs. All right, and so I guess I'll attack with everything here, and they'll block Emrakul to not lose. All right, they concede after some deliberation. So Moon Stompy. Let's get these blue cards that that work well there. Maybe Sudden Edict? Not sure. Also not sure what to cut. Certainly not cutting Lorn Reveals, that's for sure. I'm going to cut these Thought Seizes, I think, on the draw. Maybe I don't need Sudden Edict. And I'll cut an Underground Sea, so we bring in Otawara. And then the final cut, not really sure. Maybe Dream Halls, just the weakest combo component. Okie dokie. This is... This Otawara can be played as a land, and then we can Lorn Revealed, but the rest of this hand isn't really doing anything. I'm gonna mulligan. Opponent mulligans to 6 also. And now I just get an actual no lander, so another mulligan it appears to be. Wait, was the last round, the last game, was that the mulligan to 5? Or am I mixing up rounds? Can't remember. Atraxa is good at undoing mulligans. Okay, they go to 5. I'm gonna go to 5 also. And keep this hand, which is a weirder version of the first hand, but yeah, kind of worse. I'm gonna probably send away Otawara and Mind's Desire, I believe. Yep. Opponent found 5 they liked. This could be a Chalice for 1. In which case this Brainstorm is not going to do a lot. Okay. Show and tell? No. No show and tell. No es bueno. What will it be? Oh, it's that thing. Sure. So next turn they can have a 5/5. Okay. Gonna get the Surveil land. We can still like Lorn Revealed at any point to get a basic island and at least somewhat function under a Blood Moon. Let's not take this land. Come on, show and tell. It's not a show and tell. Okay. Yeah, not sure how easy it's going to be to beat that that big old flyer. At least they don't come in with haste. There's always that. So I think basically I'm supposed to Lorn Revealed now. I am gonna counter this. Pitching Brainstorm. Yeah, I think I Lorn Reveal now because no brain. That's not how it works. You can't lure in Reveal to get an island to cast Lorn Revealed. But yeah, no. That's also not what I meant. I meant I'm gonna cycle it because if I were to find a Dark Petition, I could then cast Dark Petition for show and tell. But yeah, not looking good here. They have like a 7/7, and I don't think there's a card they can draw that they can't get out of their hand next turn. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I actually were to get to hit another Lotus Petal, I can cast Atraxa next turn, right? So I fetch basic swamp, so it's like black, blue from the island in my hand, and then 3 colorless in the Ancient Tomb and the Undercity Sewers, and then green from Petal, and then white from other Petal. So that's kind of interesting. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. So they can attack me for 9, and then deal me another 6. That doesn't bode too well. Let's see, they might throw something else. They might just throw the hearse. Yeah, yeah, kind of makes sense. So I take 15, then another 9. And then I would take another 2, 3 from my lands. I'd be at 3. Yep, that's not it. Alright, off to the final game. Do I want Thoughtseizes here on the play? Maybe. Alright, let's go. Give me a good one. Yeah, this qualifies. So, Ponder showing me show and tell off basic island means omniscience, and then at least like draw 3 with Lorien, so that's kind of something to be excited about. But we do need to find that show and tell, and that's not really it. I think I probably take the second Ponder. This way I can force of will pitching this omniscience here and then still draw one. And that, oh, and they're passing? Or what's going on? I think it's just probably they misclicked through their first main. So for them, they weren't planning on casting Goblin Rabble Master. Yeah. Accidents like that happen on Magic Online. Faux show. Okay. There is Shatter Skull thingy. Okay. Come on, Ponder. 2 fresh cards. That's Mind's Desire. So it's a good little preview into how the A plus B plus X part of this deck sometimes kind of doesn't work. I'm going to shuffle. A second Ponder. Lovely. I'm going to cast that. And that's another Mind's Desire that I still am not interested in. If they Magus of the Moon here, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to counter it. Fable. Okay, I'll let them have that. I stand before you once again asking for show and tell, which I don't get. I could cast Lorien Revealed here. It's going to cost me my Petal. I think possibly that's still worth it. Yeah, I think I will do that. A lot of counter spells. Nothing to combo with though. And now, like, show and tell only in quotes gives me omniscience resolved here. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Den of the Bouge Bear. I think we just want to Force of Will this. If I'm being brutally honest, I'm going to pitch the Force of Negation. Now we are again in a spot where show and tell is GG's, but show and tells are being quite shy for me today. Trip Ponders and the Lorien Revealed. Kind of feel like, you know, the magic gods are conspiring against me. Said every magic player whenever they lost. Torpor Orb. I think that needs to get rid as well. Yeah, if it had been anything that could be blue blasted, I would have just probably let it come into play. But Torpor Orb stopping Atraxa is effectively sort of would stop our game plan right now. Okay. Show and tell, or cantrip. Show and tell, or cantrip. That's not it. Alright, let's just see here. We're at 5, 6, 7 mana. So we're still some ways away from living the omniscience dream. Alright, something's happening. Big mana being paid. Fury. I mean, we can let this... No, we can't, right? They can copy it. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to... What's this? I've never seen this before. It's a new feature to Magic Online? So, Blue Elemental Blast, then I have to choose? Okay, I'm going to choose Counter Red Spell. Yeah, because if I let this enter play, they can copy it. They get a 3/3 double striker with haste. So that's 8 damage, putting me on to 4, meaning that I'm sort of things are like getting out of reach for me. Okay, they're copying I guess their shaman token just to get an extra treasure, which is obviously correct. Because it's the same amount of damage. Okay, so I'm at 8. So we are heading to the point where we are dead to quite a few things. If they have like broadside bombardiers next turn, that kills us. So come on, dealer, one time. Oh, come on. Okay, well, I guess I will play this out. We'll see if we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So like a soul land more next turn. But the problem with that is Ancient Tomb is going to deal me 2, and it can't be another Ancient Tomb because at minimum we're going to be at 4 if we even get another turn. Uh-oh, mana's being paid. Oh, it's that guy. Wait, how much am I taking then? This is 7. And this creates... Oh, but that enters tapped. Was that supposed to happen? I think they just had lethal, didn't they? They attack for 2, 4, 7, and then this creates a 1/1. That's a tapped and attacking. They assumed copying the Den of the Bugbear when it's a land creature would put it in as an untapped creature, but I guess it didn't. Okay, so we get one more turn. I do take 6, which means my my Ancient Tomb is off here. So I have to get Show and Tell this turn. And they have to not have anything relevant to show in. Oh, fuck me, huh? If I was at 3, I could hard cast the Omniscience. Oh, wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Oh, heartbreaking. Well, that's it. GG's opponent. And with that, I am gonna just drop from the tournament. I am 1-3. Right? Or am I 2-3? I think I'm 2-3. No. I'm 1-3. This was the 4th round. Yeah. I don't think there's a point in continuing to play, so I'm gonna drop. I certainly wouldn't make any claims that the deck performed very well or that I performed very well either. But I don't know. This might be a bridge too far. This deck. I don't know. Like I said in the last time I played it in a video, it feels like the best that Mind's Desire has really been, or like the best shell that I've played with Mind's Desire in, but it still doesn't feel like a natural fit, like not that much anyways. Like, and maybe that's also just like the nature of playing show and tell, and sometimes you get like A plus, you get A's and A's or B's and B's. And when you effectively turn Show and Tell into a 3-card combo with Omniscience, then yeah, it gets even like more, like even harder to make happen. But I don't know. We played against good opponents, and you know, I'm not gonna draw too many conclusions based on this one this one outing. But I think that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry I couldn't perform better and take the deck further. I would have loved to record the entire challenge, but not at X and 3. So I hope you're doing well, and thanks for watching. I'll be back